Good morning, dear. You were asleep when I got home yesterday. You slept quite early. I made you breakfast. As I suspected, you didn't eat before sleeping. How is our baby doing?
What baby are you talking about? You don't have to look after me, okay? There's no baby anywhere. I am not pregnant.
I saw the test strip. It was positive. You are pregnant. What do you mean by there's no baby? I don't understand.
I am sure I am not speaking Latin. There is no baby. What is there not to understand?
Evelyn, don't tell me you did what I'm thinking you did.
I don't care what you think I did. Please don't bother me. I am already stressed, as you can see.
Don't tell me you had an abortion.
Thankfully, I miscarried it.
You miscarried it or you had an abortion. Evelyn, tell me the truth.
What if I did?
You know that is murder, right? Evelyn, how could you?
Stop it, Pedro. I don't want to hear it. How could I not? Just like everyone else, everything I say is a lie. I told you I had a miscarriage and you are accusing me of murder. Who do you people think you are? You and your sister parading yourselves because you got an easy life, born into rich homes, had your needs met, get a well-paying job based on recommendations and connections, managed to remain untouched by a man because in the real sense, you already have everything any man could offer. Some of us weren't that lucky. We struggled through everything and hope to get married to a man who would take care of us.
Where is all this coming from? I didn't ask to be born into a rich home, and I have never paraded myself before you. As a matter of fact, that is why I never talk about my family. I left my comfort zone, came to Lagos, got this job without any help. Everything I have now, I made on my own.
But with a push, right? Because the foundation had already been made. All you did was build on it.
Why are you taking your frustration out on me? I didn't ask you to get knocked up by your boss. I warned you not to go back anyways, but you did not listen to me. Was I there when two of you were sleeping with each other? Now it's boomeranged, and you're looking for who to blame.
Wow, I am glad you finally said your mind. I was wondering where your sister got the boldness to come here and talk to me the way she did. Now I know where she heard it from.
Ronke was here? Is that why you're angry with me? You thought I sent her to come insult you?
It's not your fault. I am the cause of my own problems. I have been so stupid, running my mouth like a tap, telling you everything about myself, while on the other hand, manages to be so reserved about your personal life. Come to think of it, I don't really know anything about you. As a matter of fact, I didn't know you said yes to Samson, but I will come downloading every detail about whatever happens to me, to you. I never knew I was digging my own grave. If I had kept short and kept my business to myself, I wouldn't be subjected to this much ridicule from you and your sister.
Why didn't you tell me Ronke was here? I would have understood. Lashing out at me was totally unnecessary. Evelyn! Evelyn!
Hi sis, what was the urgency about?
Were you at my apartment yesterday?
Yes, I was, but you weren't home.
Why didn't you call me before going over to look for me at home? Were you really there to see me or to see Evelyn?
Well, that bitch ruined my happily ever after. Mike and I loved each other very much. She came in a matter of months and destroyed everything. His former assistant was also a beautiful lady, but nothing happened between Mike and her. So how come he met your friend in a matter of months and she's already pregnant? I had to give her a piece of my mind.
I know you are angry, but you shouldn't have gone to lash out at her. She wasn't at fault. Yes, what she did was wrong, but Mike was solely responsible for everything that happened between them.
Don't tell me you are taking sides with her, sis. Did Mike rape her? Did he force her? Even I, his fiancée, has never gotten intimate with him. It's not like he doesn't ask, but I stand my ground and insist he must wait until our wedding night. She has no excuse. Her lack of self-control is no one's fault but hers, and hers alone. I won't have her pretend to be the victim here.
Calm down, Ronke. Look, Evelyn is a good person. No one is above mistake. I am not taking sides here. I am only telling you that Mike is equally, if not mostly, at fault in this situation.
I refuse to accept that as far as she wasn't raped.
You can't blame Evelyn. Unlike you and I, she never had life easy from childhood. Mike is the second man she got intimate with. She is not a loose woman.
You don't know that, sis. Never vows for anyone.
Not Evelyn. I can vouch for her anywhere, anytime. She got pregnant for the first man she fell in love with. They were supposed to get married. As a matter of fact, he had gone to see her parents, but he insisted she got pregnant before marriage. She didn't want to lose him, as he promised to send her to the university after marriage. She naively got intimate with him and got pregnant, and he disappeared just like that.
If truly such has happened to her before, then she definitely didn't learn her lessons.
Shut up and let me finish. Don't judge when you have never been in her shoes. Mike came after her. He had fired her initially on allegations of her being promiscuous with one of his staffs named Barry.
Mr. Barry?
Yes, the very one. He tried to get Evelyn and she rejected his offers. So he framed her up, and your almighty fiancé fired her without properly investigating the matter. He later found out the truth and didn't stop coming to her house to beg until Evelyn agreed to go back to work with him. I warned her then not to go back, but she thought it was because I didn't like Mike. I just had a hunch that trouble was looming. Mike insisted on taking their relationship a step further. She declined as much as she could, but on the other hand, she needed to keep her job.
So you are saying Mike threatened her with her job?
He didn't have to. He is a cunning person. He knew what he wanted. He got her to go to dinner with him. Made sure it was too late for her to get a cab by herself. Offered to take her home and ended up taking her to his house instead. He led her on. She thought he liked her. She never knew he was in a relationship. He never told her. I have lost count on how many times he brought gifts to her house. She is human and a woman. She yearns to be loved too. You can't blame her.
But why would Mike do that? He promised never to cheat on me.
He has been cheating on you even before Evelyn started working with him. She isn't the first, and if she hadn't gotten pregnant, or if she wasn't someone I knew, you would have never found out and he would have gotten away with it.
Now that I think of it, he might actually be right, sis.
I am right. She tells me everything, even when I never ask. I can't just sit back and watch her get blamed for everything. You must have really spoken hurtful words to her in your fit of rage. She was really hurt. You should go and apologize to her.
Why should I apologize to her? I'm the one who deserves an apology from the both of them.
She is not pregnant.
What? But you said she was pregnant.
She was, but not anymore. She never intended keeping the pregnancy for a man who was set to marry someone else.
So she had an abortion?
Well, she told me she had a miscarriage. I couldn't ask how it happened because she was already upset over the things you said to her.
Oh, sorry about that. Now I feel sorry for her. She must be sad she lost the baby.
I don't think she is. She wouldn't want to go down that road again. Having another child out of wedlock, no support, no love. I truly won't judge her, even if she had an abortion and lied about the miscarriage.
True though, I can't imagine what I would have done to Mike if I was in her shoes.
You really love him, don't you?
I do. Mike is nice. I don't know what came over him that made him act the way he did. Maybe it was because I was so far away from him.
Don't make excuses for him. As far as I'm concerned, he is the culprit and the major cause of this problem on ground, which is no longer a problem, as the child didn't stay.
True, but sad though.
Has he called you?
A million times I didn't answer any though.
Evelyn, please wait. Don't go.
So you both can gang up and insult me, or rather beat me up.
You know I would never do that to you. There's just been a big misunderstanding. Please sit and let's settle this amicably.
I would rather stand.
Please, babe.
So what's new? I know you are here to lecture me on how I shouldn't have given myself cheaply to a man that wouldn't marry me and ended up with an unwanted pregnancy. Or there's been an update to the lecture from the perfect sisters.
I am not perfect. Everyone at one point or the other in life has made a mistake. And I'm not here to lecture you either. I had no idea my sister was here. She didn't tell me she was coming. And you didn't say either. I just realized you went to bed earlier than usual. And I was only looking out for you when you lashed out at me.
You weren't looking out for me. You were condemning me. I told you I had a miscarriage and you didn't ask how it happened or how I was feeling. You accused me of murder, saying I had an abortion and was lying about the miscarriage.
I am sorry, dear. I didn't mean it that way. And I never discussed anything about you with my sister prior to when she was here to confront you. If I had known, I would have stopped her. I have never taken the liberty to use your weakness against you. Neither have I set anyone down to gossip about you. I would never do that to you.
I'm sorry for all the hurtful words I said to you. I shouldn't have. It wasn't your fault. It's not like he told you he had a fiancé. I'm sorry, please forgive me.
I am also apologizing on behalf of her. We are sorry for hurting you.
Pedro, your sister came here and insulted me so much. She rubbished me to the point I contemplated if I should continue living so worthlessly or just die and be forgotten. She made it look like it was my fault I grew up the way I did.
I know you felt really hurt. That's why I brought her to apologize to you. She was just angry and wasn't thinking properly. Please forgive her.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean any of those things I said. I'm sorry I hurt you that bad.
Please, Evelyn darling.
I have heard you. It's fine. I don't have any option than to forgive.
Thanks, dear. I believe God has a reason for letting what happened to your baby happen. I just pray your broken soul will be healed and you will find Jesus in the midst of this storm.
Thank you, sis. Thanks for forgiving me.
It's fine. Thank you too.
You didn't go to work today.
I no longer have a job. I was fired.
What? So that bastard still fired you?
No one is to be blamed but me. He really loves your sister and having me continue working by his side as his personal assistant will hinder him from getting her back. He desperately wants her back, so I understand him.
Don't worry, sis. I'll talk to him. You'll get your job back.
No, don't do that. Even if he didn't fire me, I would have resigned. There's no point.
I would help you get a place at our office to manage before getting a better job.
Don't bother. I got myself into this mess. I will sort myself out. Excuse me, I need to use the restroom.